Hello beautiful people, welcome to 2019. Today I'm going over my favourites for 2018. I do not have something for every category in makeup, but that is because we would be here forever. So I have just selected my absolute best for 2018. It's the one that I reach for the most. These products weren't necessarily, they didn't come out in 2018, they were just what I mostly used or what I didn't like. I do have a few dislikes, so I'll save them for the end and we'll do all the positives first. So let's get straight into it. I'm going to go over the few hair things that I have first. Now the first favourite that I had for 2018 in hair is the Eva NYC Freshen Up Dry Shampoo. This is the best dry shampoo I have ever used. I found this one at Priceline. Since then they have discontinued it and I cannot find anywhere in Australia to get it. I was having a whinge and a cry about this last night when I thought, you know what, I'll give it one more shot. I will Google again and see if I can find it. And I have managed to track it down on Amazon and they shipped to Australia. Wasn't cheap though, this was nearly $50 for me to reorder it. I've actually got it in my hair now because it was a grease pit this morning. Should have washed it last night, but isn't that how it goes? You always think, no, I can get another day out of it, and then no, you cannot. So I actually find with this one, I can pretty much get nearly a whole nother week out of my hair before having to wash it. Don't recommend doing that, it's pretty filthy, but it does really work and make your hair feel nice and it doesn't feel powdery, it doesn't feel thick, and you know how someone will make you feel that hair feel really crispy? It doesn't make it feel anything like that. It feels a lot fresher and nicer and I love it. So if you can track this one down, highly recommend this dry shampoo. So the next favourite I have in hair has to be my Dyson Air Styler. Now, not for the curls. I curled my hair today. It don't look like I curled my hair today, but I really love the soft brush attachment as well as the round brush attachment. I use these all the time. Every time I wash my hair and then I go to dry it, I use this one. It gives your hair a really nice silky finish and it feels really nice and smooth and shiny. Same with the round brush front section of my hair to give it a little bit more volume. Today we are lacking in volume, clearly. I actually think I'm going to put my hair up. It's feeling a little bit hot in here. Oh, that is better. Feeling cooler already. So next up, perfumes. So if you're someone that is trying to shop cruelty free, you will understand my struggle of finding cruelty-free perfumes. DB Cosmetics came to the rescue this year. I don't know how long they've had them for. I've never really paid much attention or noticed, but they released a bunch of perfumes that are all cruelty-free and vegan. My absolute favourite one is the DB Flowers. It is similar to the Marc Jacobs Daisy. They're all sort of based on big name fragrances. So this one here to me smells very similar to Daisy and I really like it. My other favourite for cruelty-free perfumes is the More perfume oils. So I have got these two here are my favourites. I've got another one which isn't really, I don't really like it. This is the Snow Gardenia, is the white one. Really like this one. And then the other one I've got is Peony Blossom. This one here is also really nice. Out of the two of them, I find the Peony one stays a lot stronger on my skin throughout the day than the Gardenia one. Now, skincare. I'll dive into skincare now. So, first up, cannot live without this one. My Pixi Glow Tonic. I have gone for a few of these. I live for this. It is a 5% glycolic acid toner. If you are someone that is trying or is interested in trying out chemical exfoliants, which is what this is as opposed to a physical abrasive exfoliant, I would recommend trying out this one because it's only 5%. It's quite gentle. It's gentle enough to use every single day and you just use it after you have washed your face. You go over with a cotton pad, this over it, and you leave it on the skin. That's all you have to do, and it really does help to brighten your skin, make you have that glow, helps to clear breakouts. It does a lot. I absolutely love it. It is alcohol free and is also hyperallergenic. It's been a staple and one that I've consistently gone back to and used throughout the year and I absolutely love it. It is so good. The next one, also a Pixi one. this is the only other Pixie one that I have got in here, is my Rose Caviar Essence. I use this one every single morning, and it's really a hydrating product. It's got flower oils in there, and it's a nice lightweight serum, really hydrating on the skin. I use this one in the morning as opposed to a hyaluronic acid because I find hyaluronic acids tend to pill up under my makeup, and which can cause them to then start lifting the makeup. So I personally don't use hyaluronic acid underneath my makeup, but this one here goes on smoothly. It stays smooth, makes your skin feel really nice and hydrated, which means that your makeup's going to sit nicer on the skin. I really love it. I use it every single morning along with a moisturizer. The next serum I've got is my Esme Skin Treat in the hyaluronic, what's it called? Hyaluronic Hydrating Serum. Love this one. This one here is a mixture of hyaluronic acid as well as niacinamide. I was using The Ordinary's plain hyaluronic acid and their plain niacinamide, so two different products, and mixing them together normally. And then I thought I would give this one a go. Actually, before I used this one, I used the Buffet by The Ordinary. This here is also a favorite, so pretty much I'll use one or the other. Currently I'm finishing up this one, and then I will use the Buffet for a bit, and then I'll probably go back to this one. This one here does not have the niacinamide in it. This one has a bunch of different ingredients in it. This one here is more for, this one's got peptides in it as well, and amino acids, as well as the hyaluronic acid. And this one here is more for anti-aging. I got my mum onto this one, loves it. I got my friend onto this one, loves it. Really good product. The Ordinary's the Buffet. So if you're looking for an affordable one, because The Ordinary is very affordable, I would give the Buffet a go. But other than that, I've used the Esme Skin Treat in the Hyaluronic Hydrating, and this one is hyaluronic acid, niacinamide, as well as aloe vera, so it is also very soothing on the skin. But the niacinamide helps to, it's a vitamin B product, and it actually helps to reduce texture in the skin, which hells yeah I need. And the hyaluronic acid obviously helps hydrate. Hyaluronic acid was such a hot ingredient in 2018. Since starting using hyaluronic acid, I cannot go back. Like, it is so good. It really makes your skin feel hydrated and nice and smooth, and anyone can use it. Two more things in skincare. My Tribe Let's Roll Hydrating Eye Serum. Obsessed with this. It is so good and hydrating and cooling under the eyes. I have problems with eye products. If they are a cream, they are usually too heavy for underneath my eyes, even though I am in my 30s. But this one here is just a really nice lightweight gel. It's very cooling. I also use it sometimes in my smile lines to try and help hydrate them, and on my lips. Now the last favourite from skincare I have is an oil, and it is my Lux Estiva Prickly Pear Oil. I use this every single night. Occasionally I will use a cream, but majority of the time I will be using this oil. It smells delicious. This is the only prickly pear oil I have ever had that smells really nice. The rest smell like dirt. But this one here is a super lightweight oil. It is really low on the comedogenic scale. The comedogenic scale, if you don't know, is if a product is going to cause clogging of the pores. So it ranges from a 0 on the scale up to a 5, 5 being it's most likely to clog your pore. This one comes in as a 0/1 on the scale. It is super lightweight. I only use like 2 drops, rub it through my hands, and then press it onto the skin. It is such a nice oil. It's also really nice under makeup. Now we can move on to my favorites, the makeup. So this, as I said, is not everything that I used this year, not everything that I love this year. This is like my ultimate favorites this year. First up, I have got this combination for my complexion. The Australis CC Cream plus the LA Girl Pro Matte together. Amazing. This is my favorite CC/BB/tinted moisturizer product that I own. I find it has the best coverage. CC creams usually have a more fuller coverage as opposed to BB creams, but they're not as full coverage or like thick as a foundation. And the reason why I like them together is because this one here is a matte one, obviously. The LA Girl Pro coverage is too dewy for my skin. I look like a shiny ass mess. I don't find it too matte. I find it is quite a comfortable matte. It's not going to cake. It doesn't really cake on my skin, but that's also why I use this under it. This gives it a more hydrating base to work on, so it doesn't feel like it's so drying. This one here says it's a medium to full coverage. I agree with that. I think it gives a really nice finish to the skin, and since using this one and this one together, I honestly haven't used any of my other foundations that I own. Occasionally I will to mix it up in my pictures, so I'm not favouring one product, but majority of the time this is what I use. I don't really have a favourite concealer. I do flick between a few. What else have we got over here? Ooh, contour. Now this one here is not like, it wasn't released in 2018. This is literally the only contour that I pretty much use. It's always tagged in my stuff. If I'm not using this one, I'm using the Millennial Girl one by Garbo and Kelly as well, just to mix things up. But this one here is the Instagirl kit. So this one here has got 3 cream shades up the top. It's got a color correcting peach shade here. We've got the banana cream one here, which again is a highlighting shade for under the eyes and center of the face, etc. And then we've got the contour shade. I honestly don't reach for these two. These are like the only two in the palette that I don't really use. I've used them a little bit. If I do feel like my under eyes are looking excessively dark, I will reach for this one over here, but this banana one, not really. But this one here, I'm hitting pan on it. This is the shade Shirley, and it is an awesome contour shade. It blends out really nice and easily. It's a great tone that will match lots of, it's not too cool that it's not going to suit some people. It's more on the neutral side with slightly bit more of a reddish undertone, but I find it works great for contour. I love it. The 3 powders, I use them quite regularly, mostly these two. This one here is a blush, universal blush shade, a nice mauve shade, suits nearly all skin tones. I really like that shade. I use it regularly as well. And Anita, the contour powder, again, really lovely color. It is great for traveling with because the case is nice and padded, so it's not likely to break. I love this one. That's basically all I use for contour. I do have other things for contour, but always go back to this one because it's not going to fail me. So bronzers, before this year, I never really cared too much for them. I felt like they made my skin look too orangey, which I did not like, and I have become obsessed with them this year. There is quite a few that I use, but the one that I regularly go back to is my all-time favorite, is the Pony Cosmetics Unicorn Chocolate. Excuse the messiness of the lid, it is very dirty. It is a gorgeous shade. You can see that it is not excessively warm toned. That's where the issue with me with bronzers comes. I am a cool tone person, or more on the neutral side. Warm tones, especially when they're really warm, do not look good on me at all. I just look plain orange, which is why I don't tend to what is the light today? That looks a bit better. The light is crazy, doing something weird today. So, what was I saying? Yeah, if they're too warm, they're just going to look really shocking on my skin and make me look like an orange Oompa Loompa mess. This one here is quite more on the neutral side. It also has a very slight sheen to it, which makes it look really nice and natural and glowy and dewy on the skin. It's not shimmery, so it's not going to make you look like muddy mess. It just gives you that really nice natural glow. I regularly switch out a contour for this one on the days that I'm doing very natural makeup, which is anytime I'm not filming or taking a picture for Instagram. So I use this all the time. I also use it as an eyeshadow. It is just great. Now we'll go on to blush. Blush isn't necessarily my favorite thing. I've got blush on today, but you can hardly tell. I really don't like the excessive blush look. I find it ages some people. But my first favorite has been the Milani Color Harmony Berry Rays. This is like, there's a bunch of different shades. I use this one here because it's got more of those mauvey tones that I find suit my skin really well, regardless of whether I'm fake tanned or fair. It's a mixture of 4 different colors all in one. So you just swirl it around to give you like the best color. So it's got like a shimmer one, it's got some mattes. It's just a really nice, it just makes a really nice color, and I really like it. It goes on very smoothly. I don't find it overly powdery. You can probably hardly see it there. And that's the thing I like with blushes. I don't like the really heavily pigmented blushes. I like the more less pigment blushes that you can build up. The other favorite one I have is from a more recent video, and that is the BYS Blush Trio in Raspberry Red. Oh, still love the smell of this. It just reminds me of my childhood for some reason. The colors in it were also really nice. You can see there that it's more pigmented than the Milani one. And you can mix and match the shades in there. It's also got a highlight. The highlight isn't my favorite just because it is a duochrome one. Duochromes are not necessarily my favorite. I tend to go more the champagne-y shades. But this one smells amazing. If you're someone that doesn't like scented products, you won't like this one. But I really like it. I like the tones in it. I like the smell of it. I just like it. It's very nice. For highlights, favorite thing ever. So this one that I've got on today, and one of my favorites, is the Desi X Katie Dose of Colors collab thing they had going on, and this is Fuego. This actually came out in 2017. They relaunched it in 2018 with the new collection. Love this highlight. It is, as I said before, my favorites are champagnes. Let me put some on. Can you see it? It is just so pretty. They released 2 shades. This one here was the lighter one. It just makes your skin look really glowy and fresh. It doesn't make it look sparkly in like a glittery sort of way. It's just really like a wet look highlight, which is something that I really love. So this one here has been an absolute favorite of mine. I use it quite regularly. Love. And the other one, again, Garbo and Kelly, the Master of Illumination Highlighting Kit. This one here is a favorite because, again, it gives you that really nice wet look to the skin, not necessarily a shimmer, glittery look. And I find the 4 shades are just beautiful. So it doesn't matter what skin tone you are, you can use it. I tend to not use Charlie up the top because I think that suits more of a medium to deep skin tone. On me, it throws a little bit of cast, the grey cast on the skin when you face in the front. So it's got the 4 shimmers and then it's got 2 mattes. I never really use the mattes. They could like not be there. It wouldn't faze me at all. The 4 shimmers though, gorgeous. Again, it gives you that wet look on the skin. Regularly, I use this one if I'm going somewhere special, trying to look nice. I will grab this one 100%. I do use a lot of different highlights, but if I know that I want my highlight to look super good, this is the one I reach for. Oh, sorry, I lied. I have a third one. The Incredible You Glow Girl. It is a jelly highlight, iridescent jelly, and this one is in Show Glow. This one here, not necessarily a highlight, it is more of a liquid jelly glitter, this one. So I brush it through my eyebrows after I fill them in. I put it on my eyelids, I put it on my cheekbones, I put it on my nose, put it on my chest. I have it on my chest today. You probably can't tell because of the lights, but it's there. It's pretty. I love it. It is like all-rounder, insane. They have some other colors, but this one here is my favorite. Eyebrows. Again, a Garbo and Kelly. My most favorite one has been the Brows on Point pencil this year, and this one here is more of, it's the triangle tip. This one and Brow Magic have been the ones I use the most. This one here is the one that I've 100% used the most throughout the year though. I like the shape of the pencil, I like how it applies, how smooth it is, I like how my brows look with it. I have it on today. I just really like this pencil. So that's my pick for brows. Nothing more I can really say about that, it's just a brow pencil. Eyeliner, the Quick Flick. Who hasn't loved the Quick Flick this year? It is just an amazing product. I discovered this last Christmas, so 2017 Christmas. I ordered myself one, and then after I tried it for myself, I was like, you know what, I have to have this in my store, and immediately ordered it to be, or contacted them to become a stockist, which I am, and they have now expanded something crazy throughout 2018. So great job to Iris, the founder. They've now got it comes in 3 sizes, and they now come in 3 different shades. So I'm going to go against the mold here. Everyone else is saying that their favorite is the Intense Black. My favorite is actually the Hot Fudge. I have it on today. It is a deep brown shade. I prefer it to the Intense Black because it is just that little bit softer than the Intense Black, so it just gives it a softer finish. It's still such a beautiful color. They've also got the Blue Velvet one, which again, beautiful navy blue shade. They've also just releasing To the Point, which is a thinner one. I'm very excited to get that one into store because people with hooded eyes is probably going to be better suited because it's thinner. My favourite size is the Modest, which is the middle one. I find it's a really good in between. You can also, I always extend mine anyway, so you can always, it gives you the basic shape. You can always add more if you want to build it up. But yeah, Hot Fudge is my favourite. Love the quick flick. Can't wait for them to release more stuff. Eyeshadows. I had to try and narrow this down. Eyeshadows are my favourite thing in the world. So first eyeshadow palette, my Milani Bold Obsessions palette. This came out in the US, must have been 2017, but as per usual, Australia takes forever to get most stuff. So this one didn't arrive in Australia till 2018 and is currently out of stock everywhere because I don't know why. It is so gorgeous. It is a mixture of mattes and shimmer shades and they are just amazing. Look at this. Oh, pick up some of the shimmery ones. Alright, that's 3 of the shimmers there from it. It is just gorgeous. If you've ever used Milani eyeshadows, you know that they are really good for being a drugstore brand. Love this one. The other favorite eyeshadow palette for the year, the Desi X Katie again, Friendcation eyeshadow palette from their collection with Dose of Colors. Look at this. It is just so beautiful. I love it so much. It's got such a great mixture of shades. So you've got your more neutral tones in the 3 brown shades. You've got a mauve, which I love. You've then got a shimmery mauve. You've got a nice neutral base there for all over. And then you've got these beautiful pops of color. That blue is so gorgeous. I really love the green because I love like that sort of khaki green shade. And then this one here is a nice topper. It's got no base color, it's just pure shimmer. It is gorgeous. I love this. I don't know if it's still available. I have a feeling it may be. I keep seeing the ads for it on my Facebook still. Highly recommend getting this one. The quality is amazing. I love it. I use it a lot. And my other favorite, a more affordable one, a more recent one, is the Australis Girl Boss eyeshadow palette. I prefer this one to their Neutralize palette. The Neutralize, everybody loves the Neutralize, and I do love it. I'm not going to lie there. But this one here I prefer because it's got more of the cool shades in it. I use this one on my channel to do a really nice pop of colour. I have it on my eyes now with, I've got on that deeper shade there, and this one over here, and these shimmers all there on the centre. It is such a beautiful palette and it is so affordable and you get so many colours, and I just think it is a great value for money considering that you can do very neutral looks, you can do more fun exciting looks, you can really do a lot of things with this one palette. Love it. That Girl Boss collection in general, love. Sticking with the eyes, liquid eyeshadows, shimmery liquid eyeshadows, glitters. Huge over 2018 and even 2017. I did a video comparing four liquid eyeshadow ones. It was like Lime Crime, the original Steeler, Colourpop, and this Urban Decay one. In that video, this one here lost. However, I use this one the most. It doesn't compare to the others in stakes of like glitter and base colour. And I don't know about the other shades in this, but this one here is in the shade Chemtrail. It is the liquid Moondust from Urban Decay. And let me see if I've got some space here on my arm. If you just draw it on like a line, you think, nothing special there. If you apply it and then tap it out, it is like grown-up glitter. It is so classy looking. It is just like, it can go on top of anything because it's got no base shade. It just gives it such a gorgeous, you can't even see it. I can't even explain it because you can't see it. But in person, it just gives such a nice, beautiful, like, sparkle to the eyes without it being like obviously glitter. It's just so pretty. So out of all the ones that I tried out, this is actually the one that I use the most, surprisingly, even though it lost against the others. But I use it anytime that I'm going somewhere. I will usually throw on a wing or just a basic brown eyeliner, put on a bit of neutral eyeshadow and top it with this. Done. Obsessed. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Eyelashes. My two favourite styles this year have been Candace. I'm wearing that one now. It's a bit more on the more fluffier side. It's from the Faux Silk collection. So it's not real silk, it's not from silkworms, it's from a synthetic material. Okay, so that one there's Candace. It's got more of the longer ones in the centre. I've really been liking that style. And then my other favourite one is from the Natural collection, and that is the Flutter lashes. So it's a bit more on the natural side and they flare more at the sides. They are my two go-to lashes. They're the ones that I've been using the most this year. Love them. Very comfortable to wear. I don't find them irritating to my eyes. I'm very used to them. I can wear them all day with no issue whatsoever. Okay, this year shall be the year, or sorry, 2018 shall be the year forever known as the year that I started a relationship with matte liquid lipsticks. Never liked them before in my life. I've tried the Jeffree Star ones that everyone raves about. Do not like any of them. But discovered some this year that I do like. So Garbo and Kelly released their Rock Matte Liquid Lipstick collection. I love this formula. It is like a velvet feel. It doesn't fully dry down, which is why I think I like it, because it doesn't leave your lips feeling really dry and flaky. And as you're like eating and drinking and stuff, so I usually always put gloss over the top, it doesn't flake off and make your lips look really foul. It stays on for a very long time. So I absolutely love the Garbo and Kelly formula. I'm pretty sure it came runner up in an award for best matte liquid lipstick, and it only lost out to Huda Beauty. So that's saying something there. It's got some beautiful colors. My absolute favorite is Encore, which I have on today. It's like a nice soft pink. I also find that some brands, they run really warm, whereas these ones I feel like don't. So a few of my favorite colors are Encore, my absolute favorite one. Use that one the most. Then I also really love Famous, which is this beautiful deep orange shade. Obsession is a gorgeous red. Very nice blue tone red, so makes your teeth look very nice and white. And then Harmony, which is a bit of a deeper shade to the same sort of tones, but deeper than Encore. So love all of those shades. They have way more than that. These ones are just my favorites. And on top of that, another matte one I fell in love with was the plushies from Lime Crime. So I do also like their velveteens. I find them actually really comfortable as well. The plushies, however, are a thinner formula, so they're meant to look more sheer on the lips. I really love this one. This one is in the shade Turkish Delight, my favorite one. It's just a really nice natural lip color. Also in lipsticks, because I didn't really wear a lot of bullet lipsticks this year, I don't feel. The Girl Boss, oh my god, my lid is cracked. The Girl Boss Demi Matte Lip Creams. So it's not completely matte, it feels more like a lipstick, but in a liquid lipstick tube. So it's a little bit thicker than a normal liquid lipstick because it's not like a paint, but these last. You don't think they're going to last when you put them on, they last. The colors are beautiful, it's a beautiful formula, it doesn't feel heavy on the lips, it smells, again, beautiful. It smells like Ghost Drops. Really love them. They have got so many colors you can choose from. That one is in the shade Soleil. Yeah, really like. And this is also the year that I fell in love with lip oils. Lip oils are just phenomenal. They are like so much more lightweight than a normal lip gloss. They're not sticky. They don't get stuck everywhere. They're just really hydrating on the lips. My absolute favorite one is the DB Cosmetics Lavish Lip Oil, and this one is in the shade Pink Sugar. Love it. It is like such a gorgeous shade. Again, you can tell there, I mostly go with the Mauve shades. They're the most flattering on my skin. So this one here has got like a spongy applicator, and you shake it like a little cocktail shaker and it gets on the sponge. So you can see there, it's just a really nice light mauve shade. Use it a lot, wear it over lipsticks, not a problem. The other one I like is the Australis Lip Slip Lip Oil. This one is in the shade Negligee. It's just a really nice nude. Again, doe foot applicator, a little bit of a pinky nude. You can barely see it there. Again, really comfortable to wear. And the other one I have is the Raw Fruit Fusion Lip Oil. This one was more of a new one, but again, super comfortable on the lips. Prefer the applicator of the other two. It's less messy, but that one there is really nice as well. And we all know I'm a full lip gloss girl, so I have more lip glosses. So the other ones that I like are the Pixie ones. So the original ones are the Lip Lift Max, and then Chloe Morello came out with one that was called Lip Icing. It's pretty much the same formula. They both feel pretty much the same to me, apart from the Chloe Morello one has a citrus scent, whereas the Lip Lift Max has a mint scent, which I love. I love mint, the best. Very comfortable on the lips. Again, they don't feel really heavy and sticky. That is something that is a must with lip glosses. You should not have to feel sticky wearing one. So really, really love this one. And my other favorite lip gloss is the Fenty Gloss Bomb. I am excited to get the other shade. She released Fussy at the end of 2018. This one here is the original Fenty Glow. Love it. It smells divine. The color is divine. I have it on the center of my lips today. The wand is probably a little bit thick for me. This was actually the mini one. I didn't buy the full size. This is from a set. It came with a highlight as well. But love this gloss. It doesn't feel heavy and sticky. It is really, really, really nice. Now, the last thing I have for my favorites, and I couldn't finish this video without mentioning this little guy. This is my Velvet Complexion Sponge. I am obsessed with this sponge. I discovered it, I've been trying to get a sponge in from my suppliers for most of the year, but I have not been happy with the samples that they have sent me. I have found that they were too hard and firm, or they just didn't feel right. They just didn't apply the makeup how I wanted it to apply. And then they finally sent me a sample of this little velvet fellow, and I am obsessed. I haven't gone back to any of my other sponges since. Like, I normally was using the Real Techniques orange sponge and loved that one. Since getting this one, I haven't touched any of my other sponges. I love it. It is soft. I feel like it gives you more, it applies the foundation with a fuller coverage because it's got that microfiber layer. You don't use as much product, and it just gives the skin such a gorgeous finish. I love it. Okay, so that's the end of my favorites. Now let's go into my hates for the year. Now, I don't have many hates because usually I will try and make things work for me, but I do have a few that I just cannot get to work for me, and I just don't like them. If you like these ones, that's awesome. I just really don't. The first one is going back to dry shampoo. I was actually going to film a video on all the cruelty-free dry shampoos that I could find and which ones were best and worst. I never ended up filming it because I didn't really think anyone would be interested in it. If you are interested, I can still film that, just let me know. The Way dry shampoo foam, awful. It is awful. The Kardashians have promoted the shit out of this because it's made by their hair lady Jen Atkins. And it was so pumped on social media. I think it was throughout 2017. I'm late to the game as per usual. And I was like, yes, this is going to be amazing. Like, everyone says it makes your hair feel amazing. I'm like, can't wait to get this. Found it on Sephora. So, it's a foam as opposed to a spray. And it just makes your hair look and feel greasier. And I don't know how anyone can get it to work for their hair. Because first time I did it, I was like, okay, maybe I did it wrong. I went on their website, I watched the instructions, did it again, following the exact instructions, and still a greasy mess. I had to wash it the same day I applied it because I was like, I cannot leave this on. It does not leave your hair feeling clean. It makes it feel greasier. It was just disgusting. So I don't know. If anyone likes this, please let me know because no. It is awful. I hate it. It's like still full. I've used it twice and I can't bring myself to use it up because I'm just like, I can't do that to my hair. The next one, I have two concealers here that I really just do not like. The Raw Wild Berry Blur Concealer. I could not get this to work for me. I swear to God. It was so chunky and like you can see there, it's a cream and a little squeezy. And it is just chunky and it doesn't blend. Look. I don't even know if you can see that. But it just goes really chunky and patchy. And the more you try to blend, the more it does it. So that's just me rubbing it over my hand to try and blend it. And you can see there, it's so patchy. Like it just, I could not, whatever's in this formula, it just like makes it like peel. It's not good. It's not good. Other one I don't like is the Beauty Bakery Cake Face Concealer. I cannot get this one to work for me. Everyone had problems with the foundation. It's a very difficult foundation to work with. I did a video on it though. I don't hate that foundation. It's just you need to know how to work with it, which is why also I don't really reach for it, because it does require a little bit more work and effort to get it to work. But this one here, I could not get it to work. It dries down too quick. It doesn't go nice and smooth under my eyes. It just sits funny as. So, see, look. It's just, again, patchy. I don't even think you can see it, but it just... It's just really, really patchy, and I cannot, and then it dries down and you can't do anything with it. It didn't sit nice under my eyes. It just wasn't nice at all. And then my last dislike, hate, whatever you want to call it, and this is a big hate, because it is the Model Co. X Karl Lagerfeld eyeshadow palette. The packaging is cute. I brought it for the packaging, I will say that. However, being that it's Karl Lagerfeld, and he is a big name designer, I sort of expected a lot more out of his palette than what it is. It was $70 from memory, very expensive. They are very small in size. In comparison, let's pull up my Desi and Katie size, which is the standard eyeshadow size that you get in most palettes. That is them, that is that. They are really, really tiny. I've even ordered the mini Juvia's Place palette, and the size of the pans is larger in that than this. I feel like they could have cut down the shades, because a lot of these shades look very similar. Like that whole 4 shades right there, that could have been cut down to 1 or 2. There's more neutrals here. There's like these 4, then there's another one, another one, another one. All neutral shades, and another one over here, could have very easily been cut down to 2 or 3 shades and filled with nicer colours. They came in two, this one is the day to night one. They also had another one which was like browns. And I didn't find that one very interesting to look at. This one here I thought was more interesting, but it's really not. And it's got 2 glitters. You can't even see the glitter in the bloody things when you put it on your eye. That's the 2 glitters there. Do they look glittery to you? No, they don't. I found the formula to be really chalky. It's not a nice formula. They're quite patchy. They don't have a lot of pigment to them. And the shimmers aren't all that shimmery, to be honest. So this was like a huge, huge disappointment for me. And for the price, no. But yeah, it just wasn't worth the money. That whole collection, like, apart from the lip gloss, which wasn't even that special, it just had like a special Karl head on it, it wasn't anything to write home about. And this eyeshadow palette certainly isn't. If it wasn't for the fact that it's in a cute kitty cat case, which I like, I would have given it to Amelia, because when I don't like something, I give it to Amelia to play with, because at least then I know it's going to get used up. I don't like wasting product. So that was my favorites and my hates for 2018. So let's see what 2019 brings. So I hope you liked my video, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye!